Hi, my name is Liyan Chen. This is going to be the presentation of my user trial report. The project that I was making is the portable handles for Parkinson's patients. This document is a written report of the user trial that was did to comparatively test the user experience of two utensils with different handles for Parkinson's disease patients. This report will introduce the two prototypes and records the task that was did to compare two prototypes which have different handles forms. The models were comparatively tested using task performance measures and participant questionnaires. This report also includes graphs and charts to visually evaluate the collected data. After evaluating the data, it is easier for me to understand which handle works better for the user who has shaking hands or weak strength. The objectives of the product. Parkinson's disease can cause tremor, which is the most apparent and well-known symptom. It is common that a Parkinson's patient has a shaking hand. People have shaking hands will be difficult to have food or soup with normal eating utensils, so an ergonomic and non-slip handle can really improve the experience of eating and be more efficient to use. The two handles were being tested require different hand positions for holding on. The goal of the product is to offer the patient a comfortable and stable handle feeling. I did some research on Parkinson's disease. So, Parkinson's disease is a chronic and progressive movement disorder, meaning that symptoms continue and worsen over time. The most popular motor sign of Parkinson's disease is tremor, and tremor is the biggest problem that a Parkinson's disease patient struggling with. I also did some research for the precedent designs. This is an electronic self-balancing spoon. It's precise, but it's expensive. This one is an easy-on utensil holder, which has a hand strap. So the purpose of the user trial is to use tasks and questionnaires to evaluate each prototype, and the prototype that had better performance this is will the be chose prototype to 1. Do further this handle form has a hole for the thumb to go through, and the user is able to grab the utensil. This is prototype 2. This handle form has a concave part for the thumb to place. This handle requires the hand position which is more like the normal hand position when using regular utensils. And the participant is my grandpa, who is an 80-year-old man, has a hand tremor that has worsened over the past 10 years. The tremor occurs when he uses her hands doing activities such as slicing vegetables, using spoons, putting on his coat, or typing at his computer. He feels especially difficult for him to eat foods with normal spoons and forks. He would like to have a utensil with a unique handle that can grab on easily to help him to eat like a normal person, which can efficiently improve his living condition. The first task was to ask the participant to use each prototype to pick up same amount of little chocolate balls from a bowl to the other bowl. The participant was asked to remove all little chocolate balls from the original bowl. This task is to imitate the patient using the utensil that has different handles to eat rice or other small pieces of food. The time for each prototype to complete the task was measured, and the amount of balls that were picked up by the prototype every time will also be measured. This is the scene of the first task. The second task was to ask the participant to use each prototype to get water from a big bowl and pour the water in two measuring cups. The participant was given 3 minutes to use each prototype to do the task. This task is to simulate the participant having soup during meals. Although Mr. Lee can use straw to drink soup, he would like to have meals in a normal and elegant way. The time was limited for the task, which was 3 minutes for each prototype. The amount of water in each measuring cups would be measured. This is the scene of the second task. This is the bar chart for analyzing the data that collected from task 1. Through the bar chart of the first task, it is clear to tell the prototype 1 required less time to finish the task, and the amount of chocolate balls that were picked up each time is higher than prototype 2. The participant used a longer time to finish the task by using prototype 2. Through this data analysis, it shows that prototype 1 had better performance than prototype 2. Prototype 1 can pick up more chocolate balls each time and using shorter time to completely remove all the balls from one plate to the other. That means prototype 1 is more steady when the participant using it to pick up food. This is the pie chart for task 2. It shows that the participant could use the prototype 1 to get more water than the prototype 2 does in the same amount of time. The participant could hold the prototype steadily to get water without spilling water out of the spoon. This is the questionnaire that the participant did. He gave scores to these aspects for both prototypes. 3 aspects of prototype 1 got higher scores, which are comfortable to use, stability, and the appearance. The participant only gave higher scores to the aspect of easy to use of prototype 2. Here comes to the discussion. The prototypes were compared using task performance scores and user feedback. The result of the data analysis shows that prototype 1 has a more organic form. It has a lot of advantages comparing to prototype 2. Firstly, first task's result shows that the prototype 1 producing higher task scores and faster task completion times in task 1 and higher task scores in task 2. It means that prototype 1 provides the user a more stable feeling. That is what the patient really needs. The fixed thumb design of prototype 1 can prevent the handle falling from the hand and easy to grab on. Secondly, prototype 1 was rated more comfortable to use than prototype 2. This prototype is not only like a normal handle that just controlled by fingers, but try to let the user use their hands and wrist together. When people using prototype 1, a perfect angle can make sure their wrist will help their hands to share the weight. Doesn't feel it's a heavy tool. Thirdly, the participant gave higher scores to the appearance of prototype 1. Prototype 1 has a fashion sense of design. It looks novel and elegant. The participant said he wants a handle that looks well designed and he also likes to have meals like normal person. So overall, prototype 1 has significant higher scores than prototype 2. So prototype 1, the handle with a hole, is chose to be the model to produce the final product and do further modifications. I think this user trial is very helpful and useful because people who do not have Parkinson's disease feel the two prototypes work similarly, but only Parkinson's patient can tell which one doing better job than the other one. So this user trial is very helpful for me to make decisions of choosing which prototype to produce the final product. And these are the data sheets for task 1. These are the data sheets for task 2 and the questionnaire sheet. This is the 3D model drawing of prototype 1. It's the end of my presentation. Thank you.